Welcome back to Collateral. I'm Seth Teeth.
I'm Wyatt Matthews.
Listen, this is back to form for us.
Yeah.
We're kind of we're doing things a little differently than how we've been doing them. We're not sitting in front of a screen anymore.
No.
We're sitting right across from each other.
Same microphone.
Yeah, and it's good to be back. It's good to see you again, Wyatt. It's been a while.
Yeah. Anyway, today, we kind of wanted to talk about something that maybe has been lost
Right.
as of recent years.
It's not talked about a whole lot, in the recent years. So,
We're going to talk about curiosity.
Right.
Curiosity, getting to the bottom of it.
Mm-hmm.
Getting to the bottom of something.
Yeah.
No matter
really
what it
just
takes.
Digging deep into a topic
Sure.
and just finding out everything that you can about it.
Research, if you will.
Right.
Research.
Right. Sometimes you just gotta find a topic.
Sometimes you have to know more.
Right. I mean, I think that's basic human curiosity, and that's just what we're going to talk about today.
When I'm at the bus stop and I see a woman's bag, I gotta know more.
I want to know what's in there.
What's in that bag?
I feel like it's my basic human right
It's
to
a
want to
basic
know what's in there.
The city is open,
Right.
is what they say.
Right. I mean, basically everything inside of the city is yours to peek through and look at. I mean, apartment buildings, bags, cars, it's all free reign. I mean, as long as you're using the excuse of, basic human curiosity.
We just, we're not causing harm.
No, we're just taking a look.
Want to know.
Yeah.
We just
Yeah.
want to know.
We're not taking anything.
No.
We're not touching anything. Well, we're touching the bag.
We might be, we might be
Right,
touching
we're,
the door to the car.
Right. Well, we're just looking.
The lock.
I mean, sometimes you got to open
Sometimes you
got
gotta
glove
open a lock.
compartment or a
Sure.
lock or something just to see what's inside. But really, it really just dumbs down to, again, basic human curiosity.
Yeah.
And
What is it to be human if not to be curious?
Right. Without curiosity, what are we? We wouldn't have discovered fire. We wouldn't have discovered gravity, if he wasn't curious about what was
Lightning.
Right.
What's that? They said.
Mm-hmm.
Then they made fire.
Yeah.
Then they made the internet.
Right.
And the internet is basically
It's a curiosity machine.
It's the curiosity. It's the holy grail.
Right.
Of that.
Right. They call the internet the fountain of youth and the holy grail.
Yeah, that's what they called it back in the 90s when it was kind of first starting out. They were like,
Right.
Listen, this thing's kind of a small idea, but hey, it's a fountain of youth, and one day it'll even be a holy grail.
Yeah, it's basically the love child of every human and every human that's come before.
Every answer, every question that could be asked.
Mm-hmm. Every future questions, past questions that haven't even been thought of yet.
By AI.
Right.
AI.
AI is the future.
AI can replace a lot of things.
Yeah. Some things AI should replace.
Yeah.
I mean,
jobs and things that we don't need people to be doing. I mean, if
Right.
we can just get it done faster.
Right.
Now, I've been using AI. I've been experimenting with it, because I'm a curious guy.
Of course. I mean, it's only reasonable that you do.
And I use the internet, the holy grail, if you will.
Right.
Fountain of youth.
Fountain of youth.
And if the internet is a child of every living thing, every human, then AI is the child of the internet.
Right.
AI is our grandson.
We every single human being on this planet is a grandparent to AI.
To AI.
Without you, dear listener, without you, AI wouldn't be anything.
No.
I mean, it really just dumbs down to you.
We are the grandparents, the collective grandparenting.
Right. We
of
are
AI.
all grandparents. You, dear listener, you are the most important person in the world because you are the grandparent to AI. And AI has its place in the future. AI has its place in the past, and it has its place in the present.
And what I've been doing with it is, because I'm so curious, is I can Google things myself.
Right.
And the AI will give us a reasonable overview of the answer to my questions. Very
it's
accurate.
Perfect, and it's beautiful. We
Oh
love
my
when it does
God,
it. It does it
it's so well.
incredibly well.
Because what it does, basically the way these AI things work is they basically, you ask it a question.
Right.
And then it Googles that question 100 times faster than you could.
Right.
And gets everything. It gets it from Reddit. It gets it from, Yahoo. It gets it from...
Gets it from all those chat bots. Yeah, it basically does the job for you in light speed. It's incredibly efficient.
It's the internet of the internet.
Yeah, right. It's time saving. It's cheap. It's really it's incredibly cheap. They're calling it the cheapest form
of information.
Exactly. And without this AI, we'd be
stuck in the Stone Age.
Yeah, right.
So what I've been doing now that I've kind of gotten that step down, I was like, well, why am I even Googling? I can just get AI to Google for me, right? I can get it to type in these things. I can get AI to ask AI questions 100 times faster than I can ask AI questions. So I basically have these servers set up deep under the ocean where they are kind of just talking to each other, where they're just figuring out the answer to every possible question. And eventually they just start kind of like pulling from one another until they kind of form into one omega knowledgeable AI.
It's the mega servers, they're calling them. Yeah, underneath the ocean, there's, hundreds of thousands of facilities of mega servers.
I've been starting these servers out.
Right. They're all doing the same thing. And at some point, they're all just going to link, like you said, into one omega mind server.
The whole ocean floors will just be covered in servers of AI bots talking to each other.
Right. And basically, at this point, every single human being doesn't have to think about anything or for anything because all this AI is doing it for you.
Is thinking of questions before you would think of them,
right?
And then answering them before you.
Yeah, exactly. And just think about how much better life would be if that were the case. You wouldn't have to do any sort of thinking for yourself, no mental anguish when it comes to these thoughts.
God.
Any sort of philosophical question that could set you back into an existential state.
It's done.
It's done. Completely done. It's thought it already. It's thought it and answered it before you could even ask it. Really, it's a beautiful thing.
And so, what does that leave us with? More time.
Exactly.
We have more time to build our businesses, to party, to sleep.
Yeah, I mean, partying is number one on my list right now because I have all this time on my hands. All this time before I could have been spending, partying. I couldn't do that because I was running a business and I had clients and all that. But now
I've been going to AI parties.
Right.
I have a lot more time to go to a lot more AI parties.
Yeah, tell me about these AI parties. I haven't been to one, but I've heard they're fantastic.
Oh my, well. You and me, we do have just so many friends.
Right.
We're basically swimming in friends.
We're almost in the tens of thousands at this point.
But they're like us. They're busy. They're busy people. They haven't figured out their AI yet.
They haven't quite invested into the AI scheme yet.
So we've been making AI bots of our friends and going to parties at their houses when they're not there.
Basically carbon copies of these people. They act the same. They look the same.
We've been making cardboard cutouts of all of our friends and putting AI onto them to get their voices and just, going to parties,
Right.
And the nice thing about these AI parties is you don't have to even feed them. You can bring you go to a party, you have to bring like so many snacks. I just bring a bag of chips for myself and, pop a couple Zins.
Yeah. I mean, I think Zins are the perfect, party snack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't have people going around asking you, hey, can I pop a Zin? Can I steal a Zin from you? These AIs, they can't use these Zins.
Exactly.
So I think, Zins are perfectly
That was
efficient.
one of the things I didn't like about these non-AI parties that everyone wants to share my Zins.
No,
it's like a Zin fest.
It's when I buy these Zins. I mean, Zins aren't cheap, as you know. I'm buying these Zins for myself. I plan to use the
but
whole.
Half of them end up going to your
Right.
friends.
It's ridiculous. It's what is this? Some sort of party?
Yeah.
Right. It just doesn't add up. Yeah. So these AI cardboard cutouts are really just the way of the future. I mean, they're calling these the cardboard kings and queens.
They're a lot funnier.
Right.
They're a lot nicer.
Oh my God, they're incredibly funny. They have such a good sense of humor. It's like when you think of your friends, you think of all the best things about your friends, but you don't really think about the bad things about your friends. You kind of block out those memories.
People are insufferable,
right,
to be honest.
Right. But these AI cardboard cutouts are just perfect in any way. They have no bad qualities.
So we have this new app that we were working on that we're going to release soon. It's called CBoard. And basically, it's social media. You get all your friends to download it. You get you to download it. And slowly, over the course of a couple months, we get your data. We understand how your friends talk. We understand how they sound like.
It basically rolls out hundreds of surveys for you to answer every day, and it kind of disguises them as a sort of fun game. But in reality, it's basically just collecting your information, collecting your personality, your voice, your body type, everything, your colored hair,
And
your
then
eye color, everything.
Once we have enough data, you can basically ask us to make a cardboard cutout of your friend, turn them into AI,
Right.
and then you have no need for that friend anymore. I mean, of course, hang out with your friend
every
but,
now
like,
and then, but like,
how
just
many-
try to prioritize your time with this cardboard cutout.
how many zins can you really afford?
Right. I mean, zins aren't cheap nowadays.
No.
With the climate that we're in,
Price of zins has been
they're skyrocketing.
steadily increasing.
Yeah, it's a sad world we live in.
And one of the worst parts about parties is the fact that you have to leave.
Right.
And all your friends leave.
course, yeah.
These AI, I mean, they're made of cardboard. They're very thin. They all stack together. You can just put them all in your closet.
Yeah.
I've got about 100 sitting in mine right now, just, lined up.
Right.
Ready to go at all times.
Yeah, and they don't eat, they don't drink, they don't use the bathroom.
And they don't turn off.
Yeah, exactly.
They run forever, and they continuously collect data from our app, CBoard.
And the great thing is they don't make a mess at all. Like they're completely clean. They are
So clean.
spotless. They're spotless 99% of the time. There's 1% where maybe they might shut down because of, external factors such as water or rain, but that's the 1%.
That's being worked on.
Right. We're working
it's
on
cardboard. What can you really
that.
do?
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
mean, yeah.
But what have you been up to, Seth?
Wyatt, lately I've been hear me out. I've been taking a more introspective approach to my life.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. It's a little something different for me.
Introspective.
Right. I've been going to the park. I've been feeding pigeons because, of course, we live in New York City.
Yeah.
So I've been kind of sitting at the park, kind of just sitting alone with my thoughts. And I've really just discovered one thing. The world is beautiful. And I never realized that before. There is so much opportunity in the world. So many different things to see, to do. I want to buy it all.
You want to buy everything.
Yeah. I mean, for a reasonable price, of course.
Sure, if you can get the right deal. That kind of reminds me. There was a guy who wanted to do that. I think his name was Can Ye, something like that. Entrepreneur, businessman,
Okay.
Billionaire,
Right. Kanye.
something like. Yeah.
Okay, I haven't heard of this person before.
Maybe it's Kanye. I don't know.
Kanye.
Yeah, something like that.
Genghis Khan.
No, he's still alive.
Genghis Khan is still alive.
No, Kanye,
like the artist,
Like
the
the
music
West.
artist, like the West.
Kanye West.
Okay, he wanted to buy the
everything.
world.
Yeah, he said in an interview like 20 years ago or something.
Okay. Well, I wouldn't go around comparing myself to Kanye West. I'll say that much.
I
but-
would. I mean, you are similar in more ways than you might imagine. I mean, Kanye West is kind of been. I mean, he's been trying to buy the world. And
Okay.
that's what you're trying to do. So
Well, sure. Well, I'm trying to buy the world because I think it's beautiful and I want to own it. Listen, you go to the pet store, you see a beautiful cat. That is the cutest cat I've ever seen. I want that cat.
beautiful cat.
Yeah, you want to buy that cat.
Yes.
That's how I want to buy the world. I see I think of the whole planet. I think of the earth as my pet, and I want to buy it and take care of it and nurture it. I want to be the grandfather to every single human being on the planet.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense?
Which would make you the great great grandfather
To AI, right.
And the great grandfather to the internet.
Right. So, I mean, listen, if there's any dealers of the world out there, listen, I'm interested in buying, as much as I can.
As much as you
I
got.
mean, I'll start small. I'll start with, the trees and maybe beaches and stuff.
What would you do with the trees?
I think I'd just stop growing them. I think there's already too many trees going around.
Oh my
I think there's just too many. They're taking up too much space. I've cut down hundreds of millions of trees to plant down, my facilities and my factories and my studios. So it's just getting a hassle at this point. I don't want to cut down any more trees just because, the blowback on that is, it's through the roof. People are really upset about cutting down trees. So I just would stop, growing them. Really.
Trees, the thing about them is they just, one tree turns into 20 trees, turns into a forest.
They're a parasite.
Yeah.
Trees are a parasite of the earth, and they're disgusting.
So if you bought all the trees, that problem, would be solved eventually. Is what I'm hearing.
It would take some time, but I feel like us as a collective can do that. I think it's not going to be a terrible job.
What I've noticed is that there are 8 billion people on the planet right now.
Right.
And what's the ultimate human goal if not to be the most successful creature living on this planet?
Right.
What does that mean? It means we have to be the most in numbers. There's billions more trees than humans.
Oh my God, they outnumber hundreds of billions of trees.
They outnumber us by a lot.
For every one person, there's about 1,600 trees, and that's too much. We need to knock that down to for every one person.
For every one tree, there's 1,600 people.
Yeah. For every one person, there's half a tree. Even we got to just.
Well, that's pretty different than what I said, but
and
then the ants. Oh my God, there's so many. They
outnumber us by
there are trillions of ants.
There's oodles and oodles of ants,
and we can't get them on our side.
No, ants are known for being rebellious.
Yeah,
there was the Great Ant War of 1875 where there was the two factions.
Okay,
and they started.
All right. Yeah, that's enough of that.
Right.
As they say, if you can't join them, beat them. And trust me, we've tried to join the ants.
They just won't accept anybody into their ranks, really. They just stick to their own.
They stick to their own. There's a lot of them. They outweigh us. They outnumber and they outweigh us.
For every one ant, how there's 1,600 trees for every one person. For one ant, there's 1 billion ant per 5 people. It's a crazy number.
There's just too many.
There's
just
ants.
too many ants.
And birds, too. There's just so many birds.
And what are they doing?
What are
they doing?
They're hanging up on those power lines. What are they doing up there?
When I look at a bird,
they're scheming. That's what they're doing. They're having meetings and they're scheming.
They're taunting us. You see a bird and it goes ee, 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 and first of all, that's an annoying sound.
Oh my God, it's the worst sound I've ever heard.
And second of all, they're like, look what I can do, man. I'm up here and you're down there and I'm eating breadcrumbs. And I'm like, I'm eating at a 5-star restaurant and you better go away.
I'm telling you right now, a bird has not had a Michelin star restaurant.
No.
A bird has never been to
Vegas. A bird
Vegas.
has not had fine Indian curry.
No. And they never will. They're not ready for it, and anything. God, they're just so.
They're spies.
They think they're so much better than us just because they can get up there. Well, guess what?
We have cranes. We have rocket ship. We've been to the moon.
We've been higher than they have.
Yeah.
We need to really just.
And we just need to kind of educate the birds on that.
Honestly, I think we could get the birds on our side with a decent form of education.
Mm-hmm. Put these birds into school.
Right.
School.
The birds really aren't our greatest enemy, not compared to ants, of course.
No.
Or trees. But birds, I see potential in them. As annoying as they can be, I see potential in the birds. But what really I can't get behind rodents.
I don't know. The rodents, they're all right. They're trying to do their own thing. I can respect that. But if you bought the world, it's your world.
God.
You can do.
This is a business opportunity for both of us. So we
can share the world.
Right.
I get one half, you get the other.
Yeah. We split it down the middle, and we just put up a big wall down the middle. One side's my side, one side's your side.
We call it that. We keep the podcast going.
Right. I think the podcast is going to be going for a long time.
We're well on our way to we've been training our own cardboard AIs on this podcast by listening to us. Soon enough, there'll be a Seth and Wyatt. They'll be going to parties together.
God, yeah, they are so funny.
They're going to be good friends.
They are.
Our AIs are going to be great friends with each other.
No, they're good. They're good people. Once you'll get to hear them. They're just like us.
We'll have them on at some point.
Yeah, we'll talk to ourselves.
Anyway, this has been Collateral. It's good to be back.
I'm Seth T.
And I'm Wyatt Matthews.
We'll catch you next time, all right?